Hello, beautiful people, and welcome back to the channel. I'm just going to give you a heads up right off the bat. This one goes off the rails. I don't even know if what happens towards the end of this video. I'll take the blame on this one. It's totally my fault. We'll get to it in just a minute. But first, if you are new here, I am on a 30-day quest to take my sim Ella, right there, from nothing to everything. You know, new baby sim, no skills, no money, all of that stuff, rags to riches style. Along the way, however, as you can clearly see here, she died. Things did not go well when she became the best friends of her crush. She got hysterical and died so fast I couldn't do anything to save her. So rather than quitting and restarting and going back in, I just decided, well, I'll play as a ghost. I've never done that before. And part of I'm on this 30-day quest, but part of that was just for me to play in areas that I hadn't maybe played in before. Here we are as a ghost. We've been a ghost for the last few videos. In all honesty, I'm enjoying this so much. I'm enjoying the world. I'm enjoying the gameplay. I discovered more gameplay today in this video that I didn't even, the ghost mastery perks were totally lost on me. I had no clue that those were even a thing. Ella can now hug people into happiness. I mean, come on. If anything were built for Ella, it was that, right? There are still things to show in the world of Ravenwood that I'm going to come back to in a later video. The Order of Lenore seems to be broken. I got down to the very last favor to do to get the tarot card, but the option to give the person the ghost essence is not showing up. So I don't know what I'm going to do about that. That's not the focus of today's video, though. The focus of today's video is to get the Ambrosia and have Ella come back to human life. The only ingredient she still needs is an angelfish, and I have been fishing for hours and hours with bait, without bait, different ponds. I mean, it's making me crazy because the very first day that she was in Ravenwood, she caught an angelfish, like right off the bat. Only, stupid me, I had her put it in the fridge, thinking, oh, well, it'll keep, because it was the first ingredient we got. Well, somewhere along the way, she must have cleaned out the fridge from spoiled foods because it was gone. So now I have to get another angelfish. And it got to the point that I was like, okay, so what am I doing wrong? And I copied the file into a different, I copied this game file and went in just to see how long is it going to take me to catch an angelfish. She caught an angelfish like immediately. Only I wasn't recording. So I was like, okay, all right, fine. I'll come back into the other game file. I have literally been fishing for, I think, 3 or 4 days, like almost nonstop. And there's no angelfish. So we still need to do that. I did remodel Ella's house a little bit. She's getting pretty settled as a ghost. In all honesty, she's starting to possess things, and she's done a ghost scare. She's flown through people. She's kind of starting to get maybe a little too comfortable in her ghost life. I think she's happy. Like she's genuinely seems happy as a ghost these days. So she might be a little reluctant to even eat the Ambrosia. I'm uncertain. I have been rambling for probably, 5 minutes now. So let me just tell you before we get going too far. We are really close to 50 subscribers if you're watching this video today, the day I'm making it, because I got a little behind on videos. I've been ahead making the videos, but today I am making this video same day. So if you see this video today, I am couple subscribers away from 50, so if you want to give me a pity like and or subscribe, I'd be so happy for that. In general, I usually say if you feel I've earned your like or subscribe, that blesses my heart, and it does, and I appreciate you, and I'm so grateful for you being here and going on this ride with me. We are going to continue with Ella for a little while longer, obviously, because she doesn't have everything yet, although money-wise, she's doing very well for herself, on gardening, on fishing, on wedding cakes. And that might be the only way she's been making money. And like I said, she's happy, and quite frankly, so am I. I thought this was going to be like the worst thing ever. With the exception of, I don't think she shows up on camera all that well in her ghostly form. I am really enjoying playing in Ravenwood. I just am having the best time. I highly recommend this expansion pack. I think it's the best one they've ever done. So with all that being said, we're going to jump into gameplay, see what we can do about getting this angelfish. I'm going to put a little bit of music on, and we're going to kind of speed run this and see how long it takes her to get a fish. And then we'll make some ambrosia and we'll take it from there. It was at this point in the video that I discovered the Ghost Mastery perk points, which kind of blew my mind, which makes me feel a little dumb because how do you not know? But I'm not going to say that because some of you watching might not know either. I think that if you didn't really look at the Ghost gameplay too much, you might not know it's there. Ghost gameplay was never all that exciting to me, so I didn't really think anything of it. The perk system works the same as the celebrity perk system or the vampires, the werewolves, anything like that. I really hope someday they go back and give mermaids and aliens a similar system, and if they have that already, please let me know in the comments because I am missing it. And as I've missed the ghosts for this long, I wouldn't put anything past me. Just put a whole other level of gameplay into it. Like story-wise, even for Ella, there's obviously 2 tracks. You can go down the evil ghost or the good ghost. Now, I did consider for half a second sending Ella down the evil path because she is changing a little bit being here in the underworld or netherworld or wherever world she's in. But at the end of the day, the good path was just too much like her nature and how I've been playing her anyway. So that's the direction that we went in. I've picked the couple of perks that I think best suited her. One that, she's probably a little embarrassed by. I picked the Possess Woohoo trait because, quite frankly, I need to see that. And then secondly, I've picked the ability to determine other people's emotions and then effectively hug them happy. Which, I mean, come on. What an amazing trait that would be, right? Could you imagine with the spiritual gifts and stuff I have, I can't tell you your emotions. I can tell you exactly what you're feeling. Can't tell you why you're feeling it. I'm one of those people, I can read your energy and I know what you're feeling. But if I could add to that, and I could just hug that out of you, that would be amazing. Of course, I think at some point Ella needs to learn that people need to have their emotions and they need to. One of the life lessons I had to learn. It's okay for people to be sad or angry or whatever they're feeling. Our feelings are very valid. They're teaching us things. They're showing us things we need to look at. They're pointing at what makes us happy, what makes us sad, what makes us uncomfortable, what makes us fearful. They are really, really important. And I think part of, Ella's journey needs to be a mastery of emotions in a weird way, because I feel like, she died because she got hysterical. In the afterworld, even myself as a player, I'm like, she's got her emotions all over the place and I don't care because I know she can't die. I think getting comfortable with her own emotions might be part of the journey for Ella, and I think that's actually really cool. And really, there's a lot of depth in that in the gameplay. I love The Sims. I truly, truly do. But all of that being said, I still don't have that angelfish, and we still don't have Ambrosia. What we do have, though, is Afterlife Anonymous, where Ella is trying out her new perks. And I just love this. This is so cool. I think that this is one of the coolest aspects they ever put into the game. And I was thinking about it, Ella, quite frankly, I feel like she's been here a while at this point, much longer than she thought she was going to be. And she's settling in and she's happy. And I think she may even start to be fearing the idea of going back to real life a little bit. I think she's feeling a little hesitant. I mean, it's going to upend her family. There's such a sense of immortality in a way. I mean, yeah, you're immortal as a ghost. It's not really the same thing, but I mean, everything is the same here every day, and there's no real danger here. And I think that she's enjoying that, and she feels like she can make a difference with the ghosts that are here, which is all she ever really wanted to do. On that front, she had her little Ella's inspiration stand, right, back in the land of the living, but she could have like Ella's hug stand or something like that. She could actually make the business work here with the ghosts. I kind of want to try that. Look at her hugging people. It's so cute. I think she's getting maybe a little too comfortable. End of the day, though, she needs to remember her heart. And what she always wanted was true love, marriage, and children. She's a very traditional sim. Okay, this is editing me as I'm going through this. I'm just realizing that that's the ghost host right there. I spend about 2 hours trying to find a little later on in this episode. You won't see that, don't worry. I'm not going to bore you. But like in gameplay, could not find that sim for anything. And she was right there in front of me. I already had the thing to hand her. Oh, man. Sometimes it doesn't pay to record yourself playing this game because you realize just kind of how dumb you are when you play and how many things you miss while you're playing. Here's what you need to know about Layne Coffin as far as Ella is concerned. I didn't actually know anything about this sim. This is an NPC sim, came with the Life and Death expansion. I really didn't know anything about him. Apparently, he's got a whole backstory. And see, look, she's hysterical again. Every time she gets around a man that she may or may not have a crush on, she gets hysterical. This is not going to bode well for her future if she keeps dying every time she gets a crush. But anyway, not the point. Oh, she found a voodoo doll. Huh, look at that. Anyway, she probably found it while she was fishing. Anyway, the point is, I used to have a little opener that I put on here every day to just kind of explain what we were doing over the 30 days. And if you noted in that video, I had some footage of Ella and Layne on the pier in Copperdale, and they were in love. The reason that happened is because I was needing to film that little opener, and he was there, and they were good friends. So I was just like, well, I can get them to give me the footage that I need, some romantic footage. So I just went I copied the game file and went in there and just filmed a little bit of them for that opener. Now that she's been in Ravenwood, she's seeing him all the time. It's almost like story-wise, it's like that she is remembering like a past life or something that she had with him. But then all of a sudden, Layne up and died. I got the notification. They're very good friends in this world. I got the notification that he was dead. And she didn't handle it well. And quite frankly, neither did I, because at the time I didn't really understand who Layne was. And I don't think she did either. She's got this big altar set up in her house to him. And she is toying with the idea of giving him the ambrosia instead of her eating it herself, because she could always make her own later. But he's got a kid and a fiance, and he really needs to have his life more than she does. She can wait, right? And part of that's true, and part of that's her being, I think, a little afraid to come back to the living. Layne, since he has become a ghost, has been very difficult to find. Like, he'll show up, I will see him, I will cue an interaction with him, and he will just vanish. It's been very, very weird. That's just a little backstory of her and Layne. Possible past life together, something. She feels a connection to him. She's thinking about giving him the ambrosia and waiting, but part of that's just her own fear. Now remember that, because this is going to be important in a just a minute or so from now. All right? So hold that thought. Let's go get that freaking angelfish. All right, y'all. Here is our moment. This is it. The moment we've been waiting for. Well, one of them. We're going to watch that again in slow motion. It was so good, so sweet. We have to watch it again. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, yes. And with that, we can now go make our ambrosia. Oh my gosh, I can't believe, finally. Here you have editing me back again. I've just discovered I wasn't recording when she made the ambrosia, or when she decided to have Layne over for a moment just to really decide whether she wanted the ambrosia or she wanted to give it to him. When they did the possess woohoo, when they had a lovely date, or when Layne up and destroyed my ambrosia. Yeah, that happened. That happened. He did that ghostly thing with his powers where he made the Ambrosia disappear. The Ambrosia that I took days of gameplay to be able to make. And I wasn't filming. Now I'm a bit hysterical. Y'all, we're going to regroup here. I apologize for the anticlimactic end of this particular video. Give me a minute. I'm gonna regroup here a little bit, and we're gonna come back. I'm gonna try something different, and I'm gonna see if I can go back and I can't go back and get that footage again, obviously. I don't know what I'm going to do. Let's just put it that way. So this is your cliffhanger ending for today. What happens next? I honestly don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do from here, but I do have some things in my personal life coming up. Like I had said, I have a friend coming into town next week, things like that. So let's put a pause. We're about halfway through. This is video 14. We're about halfway through. Let's take an intermission break. Give me a few days, and I will come back with some more videos in the very near future, and we will pick up from here and continue Ella's transformation and see what she learns and what we learn and all of that. So with that being said, I just don't even know if this video could possibly earn a like and or subscribe, but if you all think it did, and you could go ahead and give me that like and or subscribe or a comment down below, I appreciate you so much. You bless my heart truly, completely. I am not joking. And that being said, I hope wherever you are in the world today that you're feeling loved and blessed and seen and safe in your world, in your family, in your friends, circle, in your life. I really, truly do. I pray that for you. I can't even believe I did that. I'm sending you guys love. I'm really, really sorry. I will see you on the next video in just a few days.